It's a cold afternoon in the city of Lagos as the rains came down this morning and into the early hours of the afternoon. But that doesn't mean that we wouldn't come here, come rain, come shine. We will be here to bring to you the program Newday on NTA2 Lagos Center. My name is Ivan Dugan. It hasn't changed and it wouldn't change even for all the billions in the world. It's my pleasure to bring the show to you today. And I'm not alone in the studio. Like always, I have my partner, Tubosun Gilbert. Tubosun, great to have you.
Okay, you said even if we give you billions.
Billions, I would.
Are you sure?
Yes, I would.
Really? So if I give you $100 billion,
I can
you
get
say
$100
no.
billion.
On your
I can
own?
get it on my own.
All
Live.
right, let's get to that bridge and let's see
We'll
whether
proceed.
your sentence wouldn't change.
It wouldn't change that, Tubosun.
Okay, imagine if you marry a woman, probably the richest woman in the world,
Okay.
and she's like, "You're going to get married to me. You have to change your name." What would you do?
There's no marriage. No marriage will take place.
Really?
Yes.
Niger boy like you.
No, I'm mixed breed. Come on, I'm a half caste.
Okay, good to have you with us. My name is Tubosun Gilbert. Thank you for joining me. You know, recently I've been listening to lots of songs from Passenger, and he always has this punchline. There's one I heard today. He said, "Life is for the living, so you better live it, or you're better off dead." So are you living your life, or you're dead, but you're still living? Think about that. The program is Newday, the voice of the new generation. Welcome.
That's a very tough one, Tubosun. What Passenger said. You know, I've listened to his music over the years, and he's a very, very good musician. But quickly, Tubosun, what are your plans for the weekend?
This weekend, you don't want to know.
Okay, fantastic. We don't want to know, but I'm pretty sure you will tell us right after this break.
Newday, voice of a new generation.
The 8th edition of the Sarah's 2014.
Professionals from different fields of work and heads of different companies recently came under one roof in Lagos. It is the 8th Sarah Corporate Social Responsibility Award night, and organizations as well as individuals gathered to celebrate improved ways of doing things, which affect quality of life.
Nigerian breweries is in many levels involved in corporate social responsibility and sustainability. That ranges from local sourcing, energy management, water management, CO2 management, community management. It is part of us being embedded in society, and we think it is an important part of all our operations.
The BATN Foundation has been in existence for over 10 years. Recently, we've modified our strategies to focus on sustainable agriculture, where we're working with smallholder farmers and building them up from subsistence farming to commercialized farming, but having more of a market-led approach. The idea is that they already have the market before they start farming, so that they're farming to certain specifications. That way we can effectively increase their income and then move them out of the poverty situation as well.
Lafarge is a company that stays there for a long time because we are investing in the country. We're mining limestone, so we want to be here for 50 years. So sustainability is a big part of what we feel our difference compared to some of our competition. Well, what we do is that each of our quarry has a rehabilitation plan. So as we mine it, we reclaim the land, we put back forest, trees, we replant things so that whenever we leave, actually the quarry is almost in better shape than when we used it before. So.
It was an evening that had been planned to recognize companies that put extra effort and resources into conducting their businesses in ways that sustain the environment and supporting locals within host communities where they operate. The event also honored certain individuals who promote sustainability and contribution to the people's development.
I am a reporter with the Niche newspaper. I've been in journalism for the past 8 years. I was pitched against one of the best in our industry, the likes of Rahim Akingbolu of this day, Dedeja Buji of The Nation, and I won.
I'm very happy because the Sarah Awards is a recognition of our hard work with respect to sustainability in our organization and also in Nigeria. Under Building a Better Future, we have 4 focus areas. One which is protecting water resources, reducing carbon emission, sourcing sustainably, and advocating responsible consumption of alcohol.
With one recipient company going away with up to 9 awards, organizers of the event are charged and ready to encourage more partnerships that are people and environment friendly.
The thing that spurred me into the Sarah Awards is the very simple fact that we believe that the future of our surviving as a planet has a lot to do with how companies contribute solutions to the policy. If there are going to be new solutions to anything at all, we have to do something, and that thing is to bring the public and the private sector. The public sector provides you a solid foundation of regimen and processes, but the private sector provides you with a bedrock for innovation. And that is why if you look at what you call the public-private partnership to drive development, as depicted by the United Nations itself, that seeks to bring these two components together to make a difference to the world.
Welcome back to the show. What you just saw there was This is Lagos segment, and we were at the 8th Sarah Awards that took place at the Museum Center. Fantastic event it was. Companies, individuals being rewarded for their hard work in making sure that the human development in Nigeria is sustainable and gets to greater heights.
Yeah, and someday very soon, I hope to get an award there.
Oh, fantastic. I like that.
Or you want to begin to beef me?
No, I cannot beef you. I will help you get the award as well.
Right.
Well, don't forget, it's still New Day, and in order for you to make your contributions head on the show, all you have to do is go to our social media handles. Our Facebook handle is www.facebook.com/New Day TV Show, and on Twitter is twitter.com/@New Day TV Show. So send in your contributions and make the show richer, and you'll be sure that we'll read it out here on air. And Tubosun, quickly, let's go back to Tuesday. We have a competition word for the day, and I'm sure you saw some sentences that really
some made me
quite
laugh,
catchy.
some made me buckle up.
Okay. so you saw something that made you buckle up.
Yes,
that was fantastic. But for the word of the day on Tuesday, we gave out letters that needed to be filled to make a word, and the word for Tuesday was character. And yes, we have a winner. The winner is Benis all the way from Aja. She sent it to our Twitter handle, and her sentence is this: intelligence without good character equals to naught. Fantastic sentence, because you can be as brilliant as King Solomon, and if you don't have the good character to lead you to Bosom, there's no way you're going to.
Exactly. Very inspiring as well.
Oh yeah, it's inspiring, and we're on the show as well to inspire you out there to go out and aspire your desire. So it's a new day, the voice of the new generation, and it's the wind down edition today, Tubosun, and I can see you're all looking set to wind down in style.
All set for the weekend.
All set.
Put it in. Okay, it's time to let you know what we're having today on New Day, the voice of the new generation. Let me give you the program rundown. First, we're starting with the footprint segment. I don't know how best to introduce her because she's been everywhere, apart from NTA, but she said she's been here a long time ago.
Well, she's here now.
But she's here now.
That's what
we have
matters.
Kiki Kamanu. I'm sure that name rings a bell. When you think of beautiful designs, then you have to think of Kiki Kamanu. She's blushing. Yes, she should blush. After all, she's white in my own version. And I'm following closely after footprint segment is the creative edge segment. This time around, what we have for you, I call it mind-blowing, because it doesn't matter what you're going through. You really have the talent in you to be very creative.
Definitely. And on today's edition as well, we have a new segment called People in Entertainment. It will come to you once every 2 weeks. And on today's edition, Tubosun and our listeners, our viewers out there, we have a musician. He's the best known as
Don't tell them yet.
Let's give them a tip of the iceberg. Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
I sometimes keeping people in suspense. It's not really good. He's known as the Surulere crooner. If you know what I mean, don't worry, stay tuned. We have him up for you on the show. And later on, we have the most popular, I call it the most popular because I love it. It's the He Said, She Said segment, where we talk about different things concerning relationships. And on today's edition of the show, we have a fantastic topic to discuss about. So, can you share your ATM pin with your partner?
I know your answer. I know my answer.
You don't know my answer, so you don't know my answer, and I won't let you know my answer till we get to that segment on the show.
Okay. Well, if you're just joining us, it's New Day, the voice of the new generation. And you're right on time because it's time for us to introduce to you Kiki. Should I use the word introduce? You've been introduced everywhere. On Twitter, Lagos Fashion Week, everywhere. Even on CNN.
Thanks.
Like, seriously? It's nice to have you with us, Kiki.
Thank you so much.
And you're looking very beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying to copy you.
Oh, like, seriously?
I am. It's not easy, but I'm trying to copy you.
Okay, so I'm not being copied, right?
Tomorrow.
I love your shoes. Did you design them as well?
Sort of, kind of, actually. I got them in Sofia, Bulgaria, and then I amended them to make them more kiki.
I think you took because I was about to say, though it looks a bit of Derrele, but then I can still see
Denrele is very kiki. He is very me. Yeah, we're together. We're like this.
It's good to have him with us once again. So the very first question, I'm sure they've asked you almost everywhere. Your artistic influence. Where does it come from, and when did you start making clothes?
Oh boy, I'm inspired by everything. It could be someone that I see walking along the street, something I see on TV. It could be a pair of shoes. Or it could be someone's earrings. I take what I see from my environment, and then I put it together, and I create what I.
So seeing both of us now, does that give you an idea?
Actually, yes. Yeah, because when I walked in, I liked the lace on your blouse.
Thank you.
And mixed with the chiffon.
Thank you.
And I liked the way that blended together, and that has stuck with me. So I might do something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
And what will you call it? Boston style?
I will call it the TG.
Oh.
Boston Gilbert.
I like that.
TG. So look out for it. TG.
And I'm looking forward to that.
You will. I'm
When
sure
will
you'll
it
remind me.
come?
You'll remind me. Kiki, remember that?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kiki. We know that you have a diplomatic background, sort of. And you started fashion very early with your twin sister as well.
Yeah.
Not many people know you have a twin sister. Is she
I
into
have
you-
a
is-
twin.
Is she into the line of fashion?
Oh no, very different, very like polar opposites.
Oh.
She studied mathematics and she's an actuary. So they assess risk for insurance companies, and so it's heavy on the number crunching. So nothing to do with my creative field.
Nothing.
So, but she and I are very, very close. We're one, literally.
Most of the questions we'll be asking you today will be relating to fashion.
Okay.
But before we get there, I told you earlier on that you should.
You told me?
Yeah.
There's no proof of that. You told me? Really? Okay.
The cameramen were actually recording.
No, no, there's no proof. Delete. Press the delete button.
So you're welcome to the fast and quick segment.
Okay.
You can only give one word to the answers. I mean,
Not
one
two?
answer.
Not 2 words?
Okay, maybe 2.
2.5? Okay.
Are you ready?
Why are you being lenient?
Let's
Be
keep
nice. It's my
going.
first time
she
after a
must
long
make
time.
something in
Okay, yeah,
TG.
TG.
Exactly. So you
She's
better earn your
writing
stripes, honey.
already.
Okay.
Favorite food?
Okay. Sushi.
Favorite hobby?
We're sleeping because I never get enough of it. Look at the bags under my eyes.
Favorite color?
Red.
Your first boyfriend's name?
Oh, Lord. Michael? Oh, my gosh. Michael.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? It wasn't Ivan, not the swan.
No, sorry, it was Alain. Sorry, it was Alain. Wow. You're taking me back a couple of, yeah.
Dislikes?
When you don't use your brain and I'm talking to you and you're not thinking before you speak, that's a problem for me.
Have I done that
Not
today?
yet.
Not yet. No. I wouldn't even disappoint you. Believe me.
Think before you speak, always.
Like, what do you like?
I love honesty.
No.
I'm a very open person, and I need that in return. Trust is key. As I'm without trust in any relationship, whether it's a sibling or a friend or at work, is nothing.
Okay. How old are you?
I can't remember.
Like, seriously?
Like, really.
You're making me now want to, I mean, your dislike has been transferred to me.
Provo, you on, honey.
Before we talk.
And I just thought, I cannot
I
remember.
can't remember.
I know I'm not 40,
Okay.
but in a few years I will be.
Okay.
I'm not 32, so I'm in between 32 and 40.
Oh, okay.
So pick a number.
Okay.
All right, no problem.
You know, there's this thing I read in the newspaper. You said.
You read?
Oh, yes,
You
I
know
do.
how to read? Oh my gosh.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
For people like you, we need to read so that we
Yeah.
can think before we talk.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense. Makes
definitely.
Okay, you said, I don't see myself as a wife.
sense. What's
What
that?
about that? You said it,
What's
not
a wife?
me.
I don't like the husband and wife, the stereotypical roles. It's
Yeah.
it's so heavy. It's a burden, and so many people once they get married, they turn into husband and wife, and they are miserable. For me, and those fundamental traditional roles. It's not. It doesn't work, and for me, it's important that you have a shared vision, and that you have to have a lot of common values, and above all, friendship. You know, and these should not be dependent on you being husband and wife, but it's essential. You know, and And for me, I'm not I'm not a wife, not a husband. For instance, we go out on dates and we do a lot together, and it's rare for him to go off with his friends. Why? Because I'm there, and for me, I'd rather do things with him, and we go as a group. It's just, it's more fun, and it's and something I learned the Obamas, they have date night. And so as busy as they are in their schedule, and they take time out to be a couple, so we all have no excuses. So we have date nights several times a week, and it just keeps it fun. And he's my best friend. I'm his best friend.
Fantastic.
And you married for how long?
4 years and 2 months.
And counting on.
Yeah, I guess we're counting.
Yeah, good.
So far so good. No complaints.
No complaints.
Well, some complaints, but you know.
Nothing major, yeah. All right, fantastic. You know, you were at Harvard.
I was? Oh, I totally forgot. Oh my gosh.
Are you thinking?
Come on.
Are you thinking?
I'm thinking before I speak.
Oh yeah. So how was living your role at the neurosurgic education program? How was living your role to pursue your fashion?
See, when you have a passion for something, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter the amount of money you're making. Yeah. It's not what you're meant to do. And so I loved working. I loved being at Harvard and working in neurosurgery. I traveled around the world. Yeah. I met the best and the brightest minds from the world over. But yet I wasn't fulfilled.
Okay.
And so one day I was putting together a conference and it was snowing outside and it was supposed to start at 8. It was 8:30 and it wasn't filled up the hall. And so I called my boss and I said, listen, I can't do this anymore. I said, I can't. And he said, fine, just relax. And I take the day off and come back on Monday. Let's talk about it. I said, I can't do it. And so I left a few months later and moved to New York, and the rest is history. And even on my worst day, and there are many worst days, I don't regret that I'm now a fashion designer, because it's what I was meant to be. And it's what I was born to do. And I'm doing it. I'm so blessed.
Okay, so you travel widely. You've been to about 50 countries or thereabout?
56 now.
56 now,
yeah,
fantastic.
Should I count for you? Okay, this first one is
So, you know, all of these different cultures, traditions that you've seen, how has it influenced your production line?
It's influenced my creative process, because I can't think straight, because I've seen so much, and especially in the Far East and South Asia, there's so much colors. There are bright blues and bright greens and oranges and yellows, and I love to incorporate a lot of color into what I do. And I think I get that from that part of the world. And from my time I've spent in Tokyo, Japan, I think I like the structure. I don't like to work too much with symmetry.
Yeah.
I definitely am influenced, and I love the fact that the people in Nigeria are so fashionable, and they're as fashionable as those in Western Europe, especially in Milan. So those in Lagos and Abuja and Milan, it's all the same, and they push and they always push themselves and push the envelope to keep doing more and more and more. It's excessive sometimes, but it's fun.
Okay. So what is your dream client?
My dream client, I would love to dress Beyonce. I would love to dress Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Their styles are very different, but because they're such strong, beautiful women, and I think they embody my typical woman, who's strong and confident and stunning. And even if you're not strong and confident and stunning, so when you put on one of my pieces, you will feel strong, confident, and stunning. And for me, it's important. It's so the way you feel once you put my clothes on is really important. And I've heard clients call me and say, Kiki, I look so beautiful. Thank you so much. And that moves me to tears. Because it's moved them from being a shy, quiet person to this diva. And it's just by what she's wearing. So it's key.
I mean, we just seeing your designs.
Yeah.
I mean,
really? Where?
Very beautiful.
I don't see them.
You actually, while
Well, you didn't tell me. I was all focusing on you. You look there.
You have very beautiful designs.
Yeah.
Your very first runway project, how was it like?
Gosh, I can't remember it. I've done so many. Wow. I don't remember. I'm really sorry. I cannot remember the first show that I did with my label because I used to be a runway model.
Yeah.
And so I've done it from behind the scenes. But for mine, I think it was amazing. It was scary because my name was on the line, but it was an amazing experience. And I'm glad it was over because I was so scared. But it was fantastic.
We'll still come back to you, but we need to go for this very, very short break now. And when we come back, we still have Kiki Kamane with us. Stay with us. Newday, voice of the new generation.
Honorode Esiri, stage named Dr. Sid, was born on the 1st of May 1980 in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Justice Esiri. The second child in a family comprising 4 children, Sydney enjoyed the attention of a loving father and devoted mother. Sydney displayed a flair for acting and singing at a tender age, a talent he may have inherited from his father, the late Justice Esiri, himself a renowned actor. Famous for his role in The Village Headmaster, a classic sitcom popular in the 80s. As a young man, Sydney qualified as a dentist after completing his dental surgery program at the University College Hospital, Ibadan in 2004. 3 years down the line, he laid down his stethoscope and picked up the microphone. He has not looked back since then. With songs like Surulere, Something About You, and Winchy Winchy, Dr. Sid has made his mark on the entertainment scene. He's won several awards, including Hip Hop World Awards Best Pop Single in 2011.
I don't know how to say I'm sorry that the next person you'll be seeing now is not Kiki Kamani. She had to run along to catch up with something.
Run, you know, faster than Usain Bolt. You know what?
But we'll try as much as possible to bring her in sometime.
Definitely.
So wherever you are, Kiki, thank you for coming. And don't forget TG. I'm looking forward to
TG. I'm looking forward to it
TG
as
label.
well. Exactly.
Taiwo Isimi, it's nice to have you with us. We're moving immediately straight away into the He Said, She Said segment. Okay. And today's topic is, can you share your ATM PIN with your partner? That is, can you tell your partner your ATM PIN? Taiwo, once again, it's good to have you. Let me introduce Taiwo to you again. We had him on the show 2 weeks ago on the Creative Edge segment. And he's an artist. He calls himself a studio artist, freelance artist, graphic, all those.
Everything. The most important thing is artist.
Handyman.
It's nice to have you with us.
Thank you very
And I have to let you know once again that your paintings, your drawings, they simply blow my mind.
Oh.
Well done. Well done. The topic on He Said, She Said is, can you share your ATM pin with your partner? Yes or no?
I'll give you a yes to that.
A yes to that.
Wait.
Are you conducting?
That is if probably the account is empty. but on a real note, I won't say just a yes to that or just a no to that. I know you are looking at, okay, I'm against it or for it. What I'll tell you that for the yes, I'm going to say there's a reason. For the no, there's a reason. Like you mentioned partner.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at, is it girlfriend partner or wife partner? Partner could be girlfriend.
Yeah, could be wife.
It could be wife. Now, on the girlfriend partner, hey, that's a resounding no.
Why?
Now, we haven't gotten to that level yet. I mean, in the girlfriend level, it's more like you're still courting, you're still trying to. So at that particular time, I'm busy trying to check whether you're prudent or too excessive with your spending, or you don't even regard the way money is being handled, and I'm looking at all those kind of things because it's necessary.
Definitely.
For a woman to be prudent in spending. I've met a few girls that, immediately they meet. Yeah, I know the happening girls, the yucking girls. I don't want to say Unilag girls are, but I'm
names already. We're not with you on this one.
But I just say, people that the instant they meet you, they're probably asking for money for KFC. They're going for one wedding, they need money for Ashore, and all those.
And you're not ready to sponsor your girlfriend?
No, not ready.
Give her ATM pin.
Now,
the girlfriend will soon become a wife sometime soon. But anyway, we'll come back to you, Taiwo. What is your take? A yes or a no?
Well, my take will be known right after this break.
Stay with us.
Yes, I would give my pen to my significant other.
I can share my pen with my wife.
I can use my ATM with my partner.
Definitely yes.
Yes, I can share my ATM pin with my partner.
I think it's the best thing to do. As far as there's sincerity. Definitely, I trust her on that. If we call ourselves partner, why are you not sharing your pin with your partner?
He may collect my money at the back of me, except if you don't trust him.
Because money shouldn't be that serious.
Because before I married her, I studied her and I've seen that, she can share my secrets.
I don't think there's anything secretive about the pin.
The sharing of the pin is the best.
So, can you share your ATM pin with your partner?
Okay.
Taiwo Simi says, yes.
Depends.
My answer is yes. Boyfriend, married, whatever, yes. Because I believe that if I date you as a boyfriend, then I'm seeing you
as a husband,
potential
husband.
Okay. Why should I begin to test waters when I know what the end product will be like? So what's yours? You said yes or no?
Taiwo said yes for the wife, no for the girlfriend. Well, mine is no, both of them.
Both of them.
If there's a third one, no.
Wife, why no for wife?
Why? It's my private pin.
Private.
Yes, it's private.
But if you're married,
they call it private identification number. They didn't say public or to be shared.
Excuse me, but if you're married, two become one. Even this your body,
no,
that you're clothing, it belongs to her.
No, two become one is different thing from sharing pin. No.
It's different from.
It's different from sharing pin. The money is quite important. Come on, see, for example, now the rate of divorce in Nigeria and the world as a whole is on the rise. So why would I share my bank details with you when I know that the potential to be separated in about 10 years' time is higher than not to be separated? Exactly, it's the simple truth. We have to be factual. We have to be realistic.
If I have a sister, I would tell her right now
that
if you see Ivan, don't even wait for dog before you run.
No, I can't share my I can't share my pain.
But there, I think what he's trying to say is like if you like get divorced, you know,
Exactly.
there's this thing that happens where the woman takes half of your
Uh-huh.
millions away and all that. But what I'd just like to look at is that, okay, like you said, when you're married, then everything is
to become
one,
one.
to become one, for better, for worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plenty, poverty.
Yeah. But you know, I always like to look at things from two different perspectives. Whenever I'm here and I'm asking you a question, I try and put myself, you back into my own position and replace you and ask myself that question. How would I respond? You get what I'm saying? So, well, it's not like the woman should be working then have all the money, because we guys don't usually like that kind of position. You know, that you should be working, you have all the money, then your husband should be asking you for your pin. You get that? Well, I don't want to look at it that way. What I would like to look at it as is, let's just imagine. Now, a wise man told me this, you know, an elderly man, you know, people, I've asked somebody before, you know, if you are married, you know, and you ask those kind of people, you hear something like, let's imagine there's an emergency.
Yes.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You want to give out at least, let's say you have 2 ATM cards, you must give out one.
Yes.
Because you've put into that account the money necessary for emergency cases, and you cannot be there all the time. There are some emergencies that you need money at that present time, you know, to tackle. So definitely, you give her the pin for that one. We know that.
Well, that could be separate, because that's a joint account basically. Both of you are signatories to the account.
No, it's just signatories to both accounts. But at least if I have your ATM pin, in case of emergency, I can always go there. And you know something about
don't be any money. Don't worry. Forget.
Let's not forget. Emergency. There are different types of emergencies.
Not emergency like I should be. I know.
Nah, that's the
Before
thing.
you go there, I know where you're going to.
I have seen it before. That's why I'm like, okay, let's not go to that.
But for me, another reason why I can share my ATM pin with my partner is because he knows how much I have. I mean, for instance, he knows how much is actually my account. Now I have to in that, and that means if I have 2 or 3 accounts, he knows. I mean, I want to be very honest enough to let him know that okay, these are all my accounts and this is what I have, so that I mean, you'll be able to. So
you'll trust your husband that much to let him know the amount of millions entering your account.
Yes.
And what happens if he betrays that trust? That's very important, because if he betrays the trust and get all of the money out.
That's why they say shine your eyes before you know, I know.
No matter how you shine your
and before you go into marriage.
No matter how you shine your eyes, the only constant thing in life is change. Everybody has a tendency to change for better or for worse, and it's simple.
Okay.
And you know the funny thing, it's the money that will bring out the attitude of that person.
Exactly.
The person is not like
that is why I would want to test the person as a boyfriend with my ATM pin, with my account, even before I go into marriage.
As a boyfriend, you can't pretend.
I know change is the only constant thing.
Yes.
But again, if you're in a relationship and there is no trust, there is no way that
there are different trust levels.
No, not when it comes to change.
No, there are different trust levels.
When it comes to change in a
I can trust you for certain things, but other things I can't trust you.
You are a Jebu. Sorry, I don't mean.
The Jebu people have gotten it now. That's okay.
I apologize.
I know, I'm not.
I'm not there.
But again, I mean, I know that we've heard about even when you give out ATM pins, some people actually steal the money and you know they run away and things like that. But then I believe so much that for any marriage, for any relationship, for anything to survive, there has to be trust. Now, if I give you my ATM pin and you steal all the money and you run away, one way or the other, I mean, it's going to hurt me, but that shouldn't really prevent me from. Because that means I'm actually going to carry on with the bitterness of this relationship into another relationship. Or what do you think?
So I think that while you might be right in that aspect, I think you're wrong as well. Because if you look at it on a whole scale, once he's left with all of the money you have in this life, you're back to square one. And now, going into the next relationship, you will not trust the person as much as you would because it will sink in subconsciously.
That's why I have to train myself
no matter the training.
That is why you should have 2 different accounts. One for small trust, The other one for big trust.
You guys are
Taiwo, here's the thing. Well,
if I see any lady beside you, I'll just tell them.
Don't worry.
Too much
soon is okay. Don't worry. Taiwo, it's.
We've had so much fun talking to you, Taiwo, and we hope to have you back on another. Sometimes we always want to have our guests.
Oh yeah, because they're quite interesting. They're captivating, and it's very nice.
Thank you, and very soon we want to see painting on trust issue ATM pins. That's an inspiration.
Okay.
The program is still Newday, the voice of the new generation. We're moving on now to another segment.
Yeah.
Stay with us. The program continues. Stay with us.
My name is Yesenovietu. I'm a bead maker, and I would like to show you how I do some of the things that I do. I got into the business of bead making when I graduated from my vocational school for people with disabilities. That was in 2011. I actually went there to get a training on dressmaking, which was my favorite. I love dressmaking so much. I just love anything creativity, but I love dressmaking. So I could not go there with my dresses because I have YouTube equipment to bring dresses together. So I actually went there with my beads. Beads are very easy to take about. Just make them, package it in a bag, and off you go. God has been faithful because it's better than doing nothing at all. So I find bead making very convenient. For the business aspects, once in a while things are dull because when you make beads, when you make beads for 5 people this week, you cannot go and call those 5 people to come and make next week. You just have to stay at home, pray that you get a referral that will come. For you to get those referrals, sometimes I get frustrated because business is not like salary earners. When you can exhaust your money for the month, you know that you are sure of getting something at the end of the month. But for business, something have to come in every time for you to sustain. For somebody like me that have very little capital to deal with. So I don't like me being idle throughout in a week. Make me feel somehow frustrated sometimes. But God has been faithful. Bead making has helped me to be exposed. It has helped my self-esteem. I would say I know the person that presents NTA Museum, Auntie Becky, through bead making because I make beads. You will meet people, you won't be afraid because you know that this is what you do. And it has helped me with a lot of opportunity. Like last week I was in the Nigerian Fashion Week. It was a big deal for me. I was so happy. So for me to have got the opportunity to just be there, it's part of the benefits that God has used bead making in getting me to achieve. When I attended my first exhibition in 2011, then the following year, somebody gave me the contact of Mr. Yegze to call him for the Nigerian Fashion Week. That was 2012. So I called him. I called him very late. It was like the space had been taken away, and I should just keep on keeping in touch with him that he's definitely going to give me an opportunity next time. So when the opportunity came, so when he called me this year, I was telling a friend of mine that the first time I actually got the contact to attend that exhibition, that Nigerian Fashion Week 2012, I don't know half of what I know now. I don't know even quarter of what I know now. I don't know it then. Then I would have just gone with just what I know. I feel like I have known something. At least I'm good enough. But today I would say that God has been faithful. So most of my design, I cannot even say I got it from a catalog or I just have to put my brain together and say, okay, if I try this, what about I try this other pattern? How will it be like? Sometimes when I do work like that, I don't mind appreciate it. I'll be like, it's too simple. Because I like design that are above it. That when they see it, people be like, you made this. So even in the midst of my above it bees that I took to Nigerian Fashion Week, it was bought. Even as the owner was commenting that, well, this one, it was bought. Everybody was like, this is beautiful. I would say it's an inspiration from God. My name is Blessing. I make beats, and I want to urge you viewers to keep watching Newday on NTA Channel 5 every Tuesday and Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m.
Welcome back. What we just saw there was the creative edge segment on the show, and that was Blessing Ureto, someone who is disabled but yet is still making a living of bead making. And so that was quite inspiring. She said something before we came back on air, and she said that that's her inspiration from God. And I tell you out there, as God has inspired her, so has she inspired, or should she inspire others out there, to not look beyond, their current situation? Because if you look at it, for every challenge you have, there's an opportunity to make something out of it.
Yes, because I believe strongly that there is always ability, even in
disability. Fantastic, I love that.
And wherever you are, Blessing, well done. And we know that very soon, even nations will begin to celebrate you. Well
Definitely. Well, we're still on the show. It's still Newday on NTA Lagos Center. And straight up, we're going to another segment. And today, we have another guest, our third guest on the show. She is a spokesperson of Queen Nigeria Beauty Pageant. That's a very interesting one, Queen Nigeria Beauty Pageant. And her name is Tokumbo Ifaturuti. Tokumbo, it's great to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
You're looking like a queen yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go into the... Is that why you decided to, have this Queen Nigeria Beauty Pageant? Is that the reason?
Well, amongst a whole lot of reasons, we strongly believe, it's organized by Farmford Enterprises Limited and in partnership with NTA and TVE Enterprise, a subsidiary of NTA as well. We just felt that this was the clarion call right now to bring back culture and to look for ladies who can celebrate, be proud of it, and showcase the Nigerian culture, both here and internationally. Yeah.
Okay. And when is the event coming up?
It's coming up on the 6th of December.
That's next week?
It is.
Saturday. Yeah, next week Saturday.
Yeah, we're very excited.
How many butterflies do you have in your stomach right now?
Right now, everything is fluttering. It is. But I'm quite excited because we've finished screening in a couple of states in Nigeria here, and we've got 18 finalists. So they'll be going to boot camp with us. That's going to be somewhere in Lekki in Orchid Hotel. So we're going to get them all ready, prepared. They'll go for workshops, brand management. They'll go and see cultural hubs in Lagos. They'll visit some of our sponsors. They're coming here to NT as well, and to our star prize giver, Renault. So there's lots of things going on.
So much excitement. So much buzz about the Queen Beauty. So now, the Queen Beauty Pageant, what's it all about? Earlier on we were discussing before we came back on, and it's more about beauty and brain. So because if you look at all of the other beauty pageants that we have, they all tell you beauty and brains. That's what they're going for. But what distincts you from other beauty pageants?
What I'll say is the distinguishing factor really is the fact of the core values that we're looking for in these girls. We're looking for somebody who can empathize with what's going on, both in their community and internationally. We're looking for somebody who has good poise, elegance. We're looking for somebody who can look at what's going on in her immediate environment and want to make a change. So she'll be speaking to leaders, she'll be speaking to people at grassroots levels, and she will have what it takes to be able to showcase Nigeria in its cultural form, the morals, and as well as just being an ambassador for whatever it takes that Nigeria wants to showcase. Yes.
And, in all of this, because I know that sometimes when people plan beauty pageants, they start and they stop. Will there be another edition next year?
I'll tell you what, there are going to be loads and loads and loads more of editions. And I say that with such authority from being part of everything. So I've seen how the girls have come forward and not ashamed, because you would all know now, a lot of people don't want to identify with their culture. They think it's like way back then now and we're moving on, you know, globalization has opened the doors. But we were quite astounded to see that girls actually know about their culture, their foods, their tradition, the respect. And what we're also finding now is that we are opening up to listening to the voices of the youth. So the age range is between 18 and 25. And we believe that these can champion good causes.
Yes,
you know, so that sets us apart, and that means that for so long as we have things that we need to identify with, these pageants, you know, that we're running, we continue to address those issues.
Okay. So what other benefits do the winners, you know, or the winner, as it were, stand to gain?
Well, the benefits include a star prize.
What is
That's a car. So Reno is giving us a car for that. She'll also get a cash prize of 1.5 million naira. That's good. She'll have the ability to go out and showcase Nigeria as it is.
In what competition? Because I was going to go there as well, you know, because most of these beauty pageants, they just do locally. They don't. Most of their winners don't go international for competition. So, is there any plan for the winner to actually go international for a competition?
Yes, there are plans for that. We're working on speaking to a couple of agencies abroad, mainly on the African continent, and then moving internationally. I say the African continent because we share a lot of values, and we have a lot of links with all these countries as well. So the first assignment that we're working on now is that she'll be going to probably somewhere in South Africa to work with an orphanage. So there's lots of things that that are out there that sets us apart from other beauty pageants.
All right, what we're seeing on the screen now is the screening exercise, I believe, of the Queen Beauty pageant. And so you can see all of these girls, they're looking very, very
beautiful. Should I say it in pidgin language? Come out your eye, Joe.
They're looking beautiful. No, wait. I'm sure I'll be at the event. I have to be there. Look at these beautiful girls. Look at us.
Sorry, please. I have a. When is there? Keep an eye on him.
No, don't keep an eye on me. Come on.
And you know what? Again, we're going to be flashing, you know, some clips of a cooking competition we're having, and that is totally different. You haven't seen that. I'm not going to let the cat out.
So the girls will cook.
Because sometimes they say that the ladies, some ladies, you know, they are beautiful, they are this, but they can't cook.
With all of their nails and hair, they'll cook.
Yeah. So that's something to look out for.
I'm looking forward to it. I like
great.
Food.
Yes, guys, looking forward to babes, looking forward to food.
I like food now.
I'm beginning to.
Wait,
I'm
Don't
suspecting.
you like food?
Please.
Yeah, so we're excited.
So far, so good. How has it been, like, you know, planning it and things like that? What has it been like for you?
It's been, should I say, an exciting ride. Sometimes bumpy, sometimes smooth. And it's quite exciting because with project management, as you all know, you have to give room for different allowances. But what I like most especially is with the team that we're working with, everybody has put everything together to make it work. The great thing again is I'm very particular about empowering the youth. And I'm working with a lot of, I mean, I'll say young people. I'm young, but younger people. And it's so inspiring in Nigeria to see that now. And what I want really from this again is to show other people, especially in that age bracket, that whatever you set your mind to do, you can be inspired, you can aspire, and you can also maximize any opportunity that is in front of you. So that's what I've found, and that is what is keeping us going. But it's fun.
So can you just tell us everything? Information we need to know about the 6th of December.
6th of December. All roads lead to Oriental Hotel in Lekki.
What time?
It starts at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Gate fee, we have varying gate fees, but all that information is on our website.
What's the website?
It's www.queennigeria.org.
Okay, so www.queennigeria.org.
And then we also have a Facebook page as well. We also have a Twitter and Instagram, so you can follow us on all those media platforms. But then that's we've got loads of stars coming to sing. We've got lots of socialites that will be there.
Fantastic!
So we're going to see beautiful ladies. We'll listen to beautiful songs as well.
Eat good food.
Eat good.
I'm sharing
No,
this guy.
that's where we're cooking. That's for the cooking competition.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot. Mama Cooking Oil have given us a lot of things there. So,
All right,
so
no
that's
problem.
to look out for. But please come 6th of
Yes,
December.
we will be.
Yeah, and have fun.
And I'm going to keep this guy backstage because I don't trust him. I don't want him to go away with one
of the girls.
All right, Tokumbo, it's been a pleasure having you. And, we're looking forward to the 6th of December. And we wish you and your team the very best. Hope your competition goes, hitch-free. That's how far we can come on to this edition of the program. And this week as well, don't forget, join us again next week, Tuesday, 1 p.m. on NTA to Lagos Center for the wind-up edition of Newday TV show. Tobosun.
And from me, it's time to start the weekend like groovy.
Yeah.
My name is Tobosun Gilbert. I'll see you on Tuesday, 1 p.m. for Newday, and it's going to be the wind-up edition. Remember, if you are a youth, you are the voice of the new generation. Stay blessed.